Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another exciting Saturday Night Wine Stream and another exciting episode of Drink with Rick. I'm Rick, and tonight we're going to open and taste a Tempranillo. It's been a while since I've done that. And I thought, it's time to do that, so that's what we're going to do tonight. Of course, we're also going to taste it and pair it with some foods, see what kind of foods it goes well with. And of course, we're going to have some fun here. We've got a live chat going on 4 different platforms, so you can join in on the live chat. And we're going to toast some birthdays, toast some national days. A lot of national days to toast today. I didn't know there were a lot of national days today, but there are. So we're going to be toasting them, and hopefully I have enough wine to do that with. Also, it's an open chat. So get in the chat, join me, and let's all get together and drink with Rick. If you're joining me for the first time, or for the 130th time, because this is the 130th episode of Drink with Rick on the Saturday Night Wine Stream, I am Rick. This is a stream of consciousness kind of show. I do have some show notes, and they are right here, right in front of me, but I don't always follow them. I don't follow them verbatim, sometimes not at all. I fall back on them when I need to, but it's not, they're not set in stone, they're just on paper. And that can change. They can change at any time. Because this show isn't about me. This show is somewhat about the wine, because it's really kind of a catalyst to get us all together, to drink together. But this show is really about you and me, getting together on a Saturday night, kicking back, relaxing with our favorite libations, our favorite snacks, and just have a great time, having a great time. Now, it doesn't have to be wine. You can drink whatever you want to drink. Beer, soda, water, whatever you drink, as long as it's legal, as long as you're legal to drink it, it's fine. But as long as we're all together, just enjoying each other's company on a Saturday night. So now, if you are wanting to get into the chat, we have 4 places, as I mentioned before, where you can get in and join us on the chat. One is on Facebook. The Facebook page is Drink with Rick. The other is on YouTube. YouTube is Drink with Rick. And on Twitch. Twitch is Drink with Rick and the number 1. It's all one word. Drink with Rick 1. And on Twitter. Twitter is at Drink with Rick. We're also on the website. On the website is drinkwithrick.com. You can join and watch on the website. I don't have a chat up there right now. I tried to get one up there this past week, but it didn't really work out very well. Still working on that, folks. Bear with me. But if you want to go to the website, you can follow along, drinkwithrick.com. And if you click on the post for Drink with Rick there, you'll get a comment box. You can type in some comments, and I will respond in kind when I get a chance to. It won't be instantaneous like the chats, but I will respond to you. Also, the email address is it's Rick at SavoyaMedia.com. Rick at SavoyaMedia.com. If you want to contact me for anything, any feedback, good or bad for the show, please be nice. If you want to send me a bottle of wine to review, I can get you the address to where you can send it, and just contact me at rick at SavoyaMedia.com, and I'll be happy to give it a fair and an honest review. Anything else? Just rick at SavoyaMedia.com. That's where to reach me. Okay, so this is the wine we're going to be drinking tonight. This is Paton-Clemente. This is a Tempranillo. It's a Crianza. This is a 2017, and it is from Spain. This is a wine from Spain. We're going to check it out a little bit further in just a few minutes, but I'm going to show you the foods we have to pair it with. We have some, and this is really not an Italian wine per se, Spanish wine, so it would go good with Spanish food. But this is what I have tonight. It's all, pizza. I've got some ziti, some baked ziti, and I have a chicken wing. I have a hot wing. We'll see how that works with the hot wings. Also, we have, this is some cheese. What is this cheese? This is the, I forgot what it was. It has the Merlot on it, right? This has got the little bit of Merlot on there, and then we have this is a Colby Jack. I just threw that together because, I was doing it tonight. As you can tell, it's kind of messy. My wife, she didn't do it tonight. I did. But I threw it together, and she's probably back there shaking her head right now, going, "Should have let me do it. Should have let me do it." I'll tell you why she didn't do it tonight, but that's okay. Later on. But it's all good. It's all good. I was just trying to give her a night off. That's all. And she's been very, very nice and very sweet about putting these together. And she does a fabulous job of doing it. All right. Well, let's go ahead and check the chats real quick. See who's in the chat. Looks like it's kind of quiet in the chat right now. Let's see. Nothing going on YouTube, and Twitch is kind of quiet right now. Everything's a little bit quiet tonight, which is okay. We have folks watching. If you're watching, please join in and say hi. Go join in the chat, say hi. I really want to hear from you and hear how your week's going, and tell me what's going on with you. Okay, so once again, this is the wine we have. This is the Paton-Clemente. It's a Tempranillo. It's a Crianza 2017. This is a wine from Spain. Now, and I had my mic set back pretty far, but hopefully that you can hear me a little bit better now. I was doing a lot of last minute stuff here. I was getting set up the last minute, and that's not something I like to do, but that's what I was doing tonight. Anyway, this is a 2017, and let me read the back of it. The back of it is a lot going on here. It says Paton-Clemente Tempranillo Crianza 2017 La Mancha, and this is intense red cherry color with reflections of garnet. Hints of red berry and blackberry in the nose, overlaid with smoke tones from barrel aging. This is a perfect wine by the glass and a versatile food pairing wine, particularly suited to roasted vegetables. I don't have any of those tonight. Grilled meats. I don't really have any of those tonight. And aged cheeses. Well, I've got some cheese there. It says serve at cellar temperature, 55 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit. And I really don't have that there either. I'm just opening this up. And it is imported by Schaffer, Richard Selections in South Pasadena, California. 13% alcohol by volume, ABV, in this 750 milliliter bottle of wine. And this is La Mancha. So that's the wine that we're drinking tonight. All right, so I'm going to open up this wine in just a moment. Once again, let me check the chats one more time. I've got a lot going on here, folks. My desk is really crowded tonight, and that's my fault because I had a lot going on. Almost didn't get the show out on time tonight. I really didn't. So we're running a couple of minutes late, and that is because I was still preparing for the show last minute, and I'll explain all that later, maybe. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Nothing on Twitch. Very quiet in the chats on Twitch. So let's go ahead and open up this bottle of wine. And I'll tell you a little bit about this wine as we go along, because I do have a few things. I had few things, do I? Yes, I do. I have a few things in the wine. Not much. This was purchased at Trader Joe's. This is a Trader Joe's wine. It's purchased at Trader Joe's, and I'll tell you what I paid for it in a minute. But we're going to find out if it's worth what I paid for it. And I'm guessing that it probably is not a high bar to reach based on what I paid for it. And I did pay the full price. This thing is not, it does not want to doesn't want to come off. Wow, this is some thick foil. And it might be getting dull too, the cutter. This is some thick foil. So, tonight I have my trusty Veneto, not Veneto, what am I saying? Oh, I have the Veneto aerator here, but I do have my trusty mechanical corkscrew, and we'll see how this works. It's really down into the bottle, but it came out rather easily. Very easily. That's good. Okay, and it's because it's an artificial cork. One of those fake corks. So, we have, to pour it, we have my Veneto aerator from the Veneto Wine Lovers set. And Then, of course, to hold the grape nectar, I have my trusty Galway genuine Irish crystal glass from Ireland, genuinely from Ireland, given to me by my employers at bytwowayradios.com. We're going to pour a little bit of this into the glass. My hand's a little shaky tonight because I'll explain that later maybe. I kind of overdid things with my arm today. So I'm kind of still recovering from that. All right, so we have a little bit of wine in the glass. We're going to swirl it up a little bit. I'm getting some aromas now. A little bit of a bouquet. Let's let this open up for a couple of minutes because it's supposed to be chilled, but it is also supposed to be decanted, and I did neither. I did neither one, so we're going to go ahead and, this is really hot, isn't it? The audio is hot. All right, let me turn down the audio just a little bit. Sorry about that, folks. All right, so I did neither. So I'm going to let it open up and breathe a little bit. Maybe give it a couple of minutes more to breathe before I take the first taste, because as I understand it, this really should be decanted to really appreciate the flavor of the wine. I know I did a little bit of reading on this. So here's what I found out. I went up to Cellar Tracker, and they had a few tasting notes. Nothing, just I don't know. There wasn't much on here for that wine. Basically, because it's a wine that goes through Trader Joe's, sold by Trader Joe's. It's not a Trader Joe's branded wine, I guess, but apparently Trader Joe's buys a lot of this and sells it, and I couldn't find it too many other places except Trader Joe's online. Vivino has it, and Vivino gave it a 3.4 rating out of 5 stars, out of 498 ratings. So it's interesting, and some of the reviews I was reading on it sound pretty decent. People seem to like the wine. Okay, it's not anything fantastic, but they seem to like it okay. They're finding different things in the wine. Let's see. We'll find out what I find in the wine. Let's see what I taste in it. That's going to be a little bit different. But I looked around, and once again, I couldn't find it too many places other than Trader Joe's. In fact, I couldn't find it any place other than Trader Joe's, which is where I purchased it. But there was a listing for the price, and they were listing it at $4.99. It seems to be consistent, and that is what I paid for it at our local Trader Joe's in Charlotte, North Carolina. I paid $4.99. Now, the reason I bought this was because it kind of caught my eye, and I said, I've never really seen that before, although apparently it seems to be, it's been at Trader Joe's for quite a while. I've just never really tried it that I can ever recall. And I thought $4.99, okay, that's fairly inexpensive, not exactly $2 chuck category, but pretty close. It's really inexpensive. And I thought, well, let me give it a try, because I did this with another wine. We tried another wine a couple months back that was about $3.99, I think, from Trader Joe's, and it actually was surprisingly decent, especially for the price. I was very surprised. I really wasn't expecting much out of the wine. So let's see if we've got a twofer here with this one at $4.99. Okay, so let me check the chat. Oh, my lovely wife Chi is in the chat. Chi, I'm glad to see you. I'm glad you're here. I'm always glad you're here, and I'm glad you're back, by the way. And yeah, hey, right back at you. And I'm hoping you're enjoying your night off from preparing the pre-show feast, the feast for the show here, the tasting, and anything else going on Twitch. Twitch is once again still a little bit quiet. And what do we have going on YouTube? YouTube's kind of quiet. We do get people watching, but they're just not saying anything. Please, this is your show. Jump in the chat and tell me how you're doing. All right, so this is the wine that I'm going to go ahead and taste this wine. Let's go ahead and get to that. Maybe this will be a short show tonight, especially if I don't like this wine. It might be a really short show. All right, so let me give it a whiff. And a lot of cherry on the nose. cherry, and smells a little oaky, a little bit oaky. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, it smells pretty fruity, actually. It does. Wow, okay. Cherry and a raspberry. A little bit of raspberry there. Not surprising. It is oaky. It is oaky. And I'm tasting just a hint of vanilla in here too. This is the thing is though, it's a fairly bold wine, but it's not as tannic as I thought it would be. I'm going to try a little bit more of this. There are some tannins in it. I was reading through some of the reviews earlier, and some people were saying there weren't any tannins in it at all. There is. There's some tannin in this wine. It's just not as tannic as I would expect it from a Tempranillo. Ooh. This wine is, it's not really all that tannic, but there are some tannins there. It is a very dry wine. If you don't like dry wines, it's not a wine for you, but I happen to love dry wines. This, so far, it's pretty good. It has a very light finish. It goes down pretty smooth. It goes down pretty smooth. And I don't know, it's kind of a medium-bodied wine, but it's, from the looks of it, but it's a little bit bolder. It's a little bit bolder for what it looks. So not bad so far. I mean, first taste is not bad at all. First and second taste. Let me get one more. Definitely, it's definitely dry, but and a little hint of maybe a little hint of leather in there. But it's juicy. This is a juicy wine. A lot of red fruit, but it's a very juicy wine. Yeah, it's okay. I don't think it's a bad wine so far. I'm gonna let it open up and let's see how good it gets. Because once again, to be fair, as I was reading other reviews on this wine, people were saying it really needs to be decanted, and I didn't do that. So, I've got the aerator on there. It's not exactly the same thing. It's I'm just pouring it straight up into the glass, and it needs to be opened up, maybe decanted for half an hour or so, maybe, I guess. I don't know. Well, let's go ahead and get to the tasting, the pairing, I should say. Let's get to the pairing of this wine. Before we do that, let me check the chats one more time. And still kind of quiet in the chat. Okay, I'm watching everywhere. I'm watching Twitch. I'm watching Twitter. I don't know about Twitter. We don't have really any tweets coming at us here, but it's kind of quiet everywhere, so maybe this will be a short show. All right, let's pair it with some food. Camera 3 is up, and this is what we have. We have the pizza. I'm going to try with the pizza first. Why not? Now, as I said before, and as it said on the label, it's supposed to pair with a variety of foods. And we have mostly a lot of cheesy things, which, you know what? Cheese and red wine, they naturally go together anyway. So let's try it with a pizza. I don't think I'm going to eat the whole thing, but we're going to go right to it. And it is a little cold because it's been sitting up here for 20 minutes. More like 30 minutes. And I have not had dinner yet, so if I'm double dipping here on the food, forgive me. Because I'm pretty hungry. Good pizza, by the way. Try it with wine. Hey, I like that. Nice little pairing. And I almost went down the wrong way. Don't want to go down the wrong windpipe there. And you know what? It actually tastes a little more acidic than I expected with the pizza, but that's not a bad thing. It's not bad at all. You get a few more tannin with it. The thing is, and I'm looking at the wrong camera, I know. It's been a long week, folks. All right, so let me go ahead and clear the palate on this. Okay, palate cleared. I did not bring any crackers with me, by the way. Let's go back to camera 3 for a minute. Okay, so what I have here for cheese. Do you remember what the cheese is? That the one it's not. It doesn't have Merlot on it, does it? It has Syrah. I think it's the one with Syrah, right? I think it's got the. No, that is the one with Merlot, I think. So we're going to try that with this in just a little bit. But before we do that, let's go ahead and have some with the ziti. Yeah, it's cheese is getting coagulating a little bit because it's been sitting up here for half an hour. Let's go ahead and try it with the. It's probably better when the food's all hot, right? And I'm getting mostly cheese here. Let me get some of the ziti. And I'll go back to. Let's go to camera 1. That's a really good ziti. This is from Brooklyn Pizza, by the way. Just the ziti. The pizza is not from Brooklyn Pizza. The pizza is DiGiorno's. It is. I kid you not. It's actually pretty decent. Yeah, it was a frozen pizza. Okay. Hey, I like it with the ziti. Maybe it's just because I'm hungry. Because I didn't have lunch. It's probably because I'm just hungry, and I really haven't had dinner yet. So maybe all this is just tasting better. Huh? I don't know. Maybe. You know how it works. You know how it is when you go to the grocery store when you haven't had anything to eat. You haven't had any dinner or whatever. You start shopping at the grocery store and everything looks good, and you buy all this stuff, and you get home, and then you realize, what did I buy all this stuff for? You get it all home, put it all away, and then you go out to McDonald's or Chick-fil-A or something. I'm clearing the palate here. And Nancy's in the chat. Nancy, it's great to see you. I'm glad to see you here. Nancy, I take it both Tom and Nancy are here. It's great to see you. I hope you're both doing very, very well. Tom and Nancy. We have... let's see what else we have on Twitch here. I'm just trying to make sure I'm keeping up with everything. Okay, kind of quiet everywhere else. So let's go back to Facebook for a minute. How was your week? Tom, Nancy, hope your week was well. Hope you did very well this week. Hope life is treating you very, very well indeed. Okay, so I clear the palette. Let's go back to camera 3 for just a minute. And we're going to try it with the, what is this? This is the Syrah. This is, I think this is it's a Parma Syrah or something. I forgot what it, my wife says it's Merlot. Satori Wheel Merlot. That's what this is. It's Satori Wheel Merlot. Thank you. I see my wife, she is there for me. She is like my floor director here. Well, I don't have a floor director. I don't have a floor director, but you see, I'm doing my own switching. I'm the live on-air switcher. I'm doing all my own switch. I'm doing all my own everything, and that's why that's why things look the way they do, because I'm just kind of doing it all. I do not have an official production crew to speak of. It's me. But although my wife, she does a lot in the production aspect of it, and she provides a lot of the props, I guess, the food. She's the prop master, I guess, the head chef, and my daughter and my son often are in the chats on Twitch, modding the chats on Twitch, and of course my daughter Tia, she does a lot of graphics work for the show. In fact, she does all the graphics work for the show. But when it comes to on-air time, it's just me just doing all this stuff. And I'm not perfect. Okay, so this is the Sartori Wheel Merlot. That's what this is. From Trader Joe's. And this cheese is quite good, actually. And we've had it on the show before. We have. Pour a little more wine. Let's try it with the wine. It's pretty good cheese. Oh, yeah. Nice pairing. A little hint of sweetness at the very end. And I think I know where that's coming from. Because what is on the end of this cheese, I don't know if you can see it very well. Okay, this is what the cheese looks like. And you can pick it up at Trader Joe's in your area, but you see that little bit of purple on the end? That is the Merlot. That is the Merlot and the cheese. And I think this is what really adds a little tiny hint of sweetness, a little bit of extra flavor that it comes out with the wine, because we're having a wine, we're having a Tempranillo, and I think it's interacting with that a little bit. This is just my guess. I don't know, but that's just my guess. I think that's what's happening here. Is I think that it's interacting with that, and I'm getting a little hint of sweetness there in the middle, on the tongue, before I swallow, when the wine interacts with it. I think that's what's happening. That's my guess. I don't know. I'm going with that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Try it for yourself and see if it works. You get a chance to go down to Trader Joe's. I am not a shill for Trader Joe's. They don't pay me anything to shop there or to use or to buy their wines or their food or anything like that. Trust me, I pay them. She pays them. She goes down there. I pay them when I go down there. I'm not making any money from Trader Joe's. I'm just saying that's where it's coming from. And if you want to try it, go down to Trader Joe's. I recommend it. Go down to Trader Joe's and pick up some of that cheese and try it with this wine and tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. We're going to clear the palate one more time. And this time we're going to try it with the, back to camera 3 here. We're going to try it with this cheese. This is a Colby Jack, is all it is. It's a regular Colby Jack cheese. And we're going to try it with that. Should be okay. A little mix of a couple of different cheeses. It's actually a pretty good Jack, actually. Not bad. Not bad. It's pretty decent. I liked it. And it's a little creamy on the end. Now, I don't have any of the Trader Joe's double cream Gouda this week. Actually, I do, but I didn't have time to put it together and slice it up and put it on the plate before we got up there. So I can't test it with a Trader Joe's double cream Gouda, but I can imagine that if it went well with these other two cheeses, it's probably going to go well with the double cream Gouda cheese as well. It goes without saying, I think. So I think we can safely assume that it'll probably go pretty well with it. All right, so I'm going to clear the palate one more time, and we'll try it with a little bit of the chicken wing. And this is what we have here. This is also this is a medium, it's not hot, it's not mild, it's a medium buffalo-style chicken wing from Brooklyn, which is where we got the ziti from. Okay, so I'm going to try it with this. This is kind of cold too, actually, now. No, I should eat this whole thing. I'm so hungry. Let me put that back. Now, technically, this is messy. Good wing. Now, technically, I should not. People say you shouldn't be eating it. It should go better with a white wine, right? Not necessarily. Spicy, But I can tell you that either this has opened up a little bit more and more tannin has been coming out of this wine in the last few minutes, or the hot wing has brought out the tannins a little bit more, because I am getting more of the tannin in the wine. Trust me, I have, most of the time when I have hot wings, I have it with a red wine. And oftentimes it's been a Merlot or a Pinot or a Cab. I don't think I've tried it with a Tempranillo lately, but not bad. Not bad. You can have, and people say, well, why don't you have a white wine, a sweet wine to cut the hot flavor of the wings, especially if you're eating like a really hot wing. I've never tried that myself. I always drink it with a red wine, and it's okay with me. Now, sometimes I feel that the next day. But it's okay. I mean, it's okay. It really is. All right, so I guess that does it for the pairing for this week, and this is what we're pairing it with. This is a Paton-Clemente. It's a Tempranillo Crianza 2017. This is from Spain. It's a Spanish red wine. I'm liking it. $4.99 from Trader Joe's. I'm actually I might pick up more bottles of this just to drink during the week. It's actually a pretty decent budget wine so far. But I'll have my final review at the end of the show, because, as you know, you really get to know the wine when you get down into the bottle. And we're not quite down in there yet. But we are going to very shortly, because it's time. It's time for the birthdays. So let me cue the fireworks. Fireworks cued. Thank you, Rick, the on-air switcher. Fireworks cued, and let's go ahead to toasting some birthdays. Now, the first birthday I would like to toast, I didn't put them in Facebook. I should have done that. First birthday I'd like to toast is for my sister Penny. My sister Penny, she is I'm not telling you how old she is, okay? She's younger than me. She's the next to the youngest in the family. So she's a lot younger than me. I'll never be her age again. I never was her age, but I'll never be her age again. Okay, so Penny, your birthday is the 26th. The 26th coming up here. This is on 9/26, September 26th. So this is for my sister Penny. Happy, happy birthday, and may you have many, 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 many more. And I'll toast you again just because you're my sis. Penny is a really, really good person. She's a great person, a great wife and mother, and just a great sister. I mean, now her husband Tom and her son Ben, they're all fine people, and it's just an honor to be part of the family. That we have so many fine people in this family. And for Tom and Ben too. But for Penny, happy birthday. I do have another toast for Allison. Allison, your birthday's on the 28th, right? Now, what day are these days here? 26th is tomorrow. Penny's birthday is tomorrow, Sunday. Allison, your birthday is what? Tuesday? I think it's what's the 28th? It's 28th Tuesday? I believe it is Tuesday. I cheated. I looked at the computer. Allison, here's to you, my good friend Allison. Allison down in Pendarvis, and anyway, here's to you, Allison, and your family. Happy birthday. All right,